guys, hey, how you guys are doing? Is you doing? No, tell me the truth. Is you? Because I'm still about 20% during. Today's gonna be sassy. I got. It's one of those days where I've just got something in my head that I get enough of, and then I have to talk about it, because if I don't talk about it, I'm gonna explode. Every day I thank God I didn't come home and exploded. Anybody remember that? Mad TV? Nobody? I thank God I didn't exploded. And I do. So today I'm going to talk about 3 separate things. Weight loss surgery, the easy way out, and my weight is gone forever. So let's get started here, shall we? I'm going to start with the my weight is gone forever videos. I understand where you're coming from. I understand that it's super excited that you are like, yeah, I lost all this weight and it's gone forever. No, it ain't. No. There is no gone forever. Fat cells will always be there unless you have them chopped off. Fat cells will always be willing and ready to refill that skin that you were living in unless you have it chopped off. They're forever, baby. They're forever. So when you make a video or you make a post saying, I lost 100 pounds and it's gone forever, it's gone until you start eating again. It's gone until you start relaxing and eating food, until your weight loss surgery has slowed down. It is gone until you decide that you don't want to do what's required. I am just that person. And I could say these things because I'm living it. I'm living the dream, baby. Nightmare. Sometimes it's a nightmare. Not really. No, seriously. But, you know, I want this to be realistic, because when you don't have realistic expectations, that's when people give up. When you don't understand how this shit works, and then you have this, oh, I'm gonna lose all my weight and I'm never gonna have any regain and it's just gonna be the freaking amazing and honeymoon, baby. Honeymoon only lasts so long, and then you've got the rest of it to live with. It's like a relationship. It's like a marriage. You know, you get that really fun, awesome honeymoon, you know, area where you guys are swooning on each other and everyone's amazing and he's so cute and she's amazing and best thing that's ever, you know, between sliced bread, and just so happy. And then all of a sudden, like, you guys get married and it's like, oh, well, he leaves the cap off the milk. He drinks out of the gallon. And I hate that. He leaves his socks on the floor. He doesn't pick up his wet towel. He doesn't do this. He doesn't do that. Well, weight loss surgery is just like that, baby doll. Let me tell you. Because the minute you are done with your honeymoon phase and you're like, oh, yeah, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking the other day, I'd really like a hamburger. And I've lost all this weight. I deserve to relax and enjoy myself now, don't I? Absolutely. You deserve to live the best life you possibly can. But the way you got fat in the first place is the way you'll continue to get fat if you relax. I gained 60 pounds. They took my band out. Boom, 60 pounds. Less than, 6 months to a year? It wasn't even a year. Like, they took out my band in June. So July, August, September, October, November, December, and January. 7 months it took me to gain 60 pounds. I was like, 60, because life, baby. Because life happens. Because I was floundering and I didn't have any motivation and I wasn't doing what I was supposed to. 60 pounds. It is that easy. It is that freaking easy to let your guard down, and then shit happens. You know, you get a new job. There's a baby. There's, you know, you have to move. Your husband's going to Korea. Like, you know, all kinds of crap happens. One of your dogs dies. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, all kinds of stuff happen, you know, and then life creeps in, and then you become complacent and you become relaxed in your journey, because you don't really know that this shit's going to come back, and it's going to come back as easy as you took it off, as easy as you put it on the first time. And this time it's going to be even harder to get off than you thought, because once you stretch, it's so hard to get the things out of my mind to put it to you guys being able to understand me in a way that is not like just what's going on in here is like, listen, Linda, honey, listen. That's what I like in here, is like the screaming of, please God, do not do the same mistakes that I have made. Please learn something from my channel. Please take away that this is super hard, and if you're not diligent and if you don't do the things that you need to do, it will not stay off. And the older you get, the easier it is to put it back on, because this is not a fix-all. This is not a fix-all. This did not. Gastric bypass helped me lose 200 pounds. Helped. I say the word helped. I had to do the work. It was a tool. I pound this into you guys constantly. This is a tool. This is a tool for you to use to help you. But eventually your body is going to get to a point to where that tool does not work as well as it did before, because eventually your pouch or your sleeve is going to stretch back out to where you can eat a good moderate amount of food. So for the people who are like, oh, I can only eat about 2 bites and then I can't have any more food, well, talk to me in about 3 years, baby girl. Talk to me almost 4 years out, and we'll see how much food you can put down. You picking up what I'm putting down? You and me, same page? Are we on the same page? Because we need to be on the same page, because I don't want anybody to have to go through the same shit that I'm going through right now. I don't want anybody to have to be faced with another surgery, having to go to the lengths that I'm having to go through. I don't want anybody who's upcoming in the community to have the wrong idea. A lot of times you will see struggles. People will show you, their good times, and they'll show you some kind of little bit of their struggles, but for the most part, people just disappear. When shit starts happening, they're just like, oh, bye. And then they don't post as much on Instagram, or they don't post as much on Facebook. They don't post as much on YouTube. Maybe they stop their YouTube, and they'll come back like a year later going, yeah, guys, sorry, I'm back again. I gained 60 to 100. I gained all my weight back. Well, what the hell happened? Well, I had to move, and my husband got sick, and the kids were da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Spaceman came down and had to deal with all that. You never know. You never know. Life creeps in, and then you stop doing what you're supposed to, and hello, regain my old friend. It is not nice to see you again. It isn't. It isn't. I don't want to see you again. I don't. So, I've talked enough about that. It is not ever gone forever. Like, that is a wonderful thing to think. That is a wonderful thing to put that out into the universe, that you hope it's gone forever. But unless you are willing to work on it or get that shit chopped off, it ain't ever gone forever. It can always come back. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about was like weight loss surgery and the easy way out. Well, Nirvana, what is the easy way out? I thought weight loss surgery was the easy way out. No, boo-boo. The easy way out for me was killing myself by eating myself to death. That was the easiest way out for me. Because you know what was real easy? Let's just pretend here that this is... We're going to pretend that my pills are, a plate of food. So here I am sitting here playing WoW. One hand doing WoW, other hand chip bag. Just... I don't have to deal with outside. I didn't leave my house. I was in a wheelchair, so I didn't have to move around much, didn't have to do anything. That was my easy way out, because the easiest thing for me is to eat. The easiest thing, the most comfort that I get, the happiness that I can give myself that is instantaneous happy. I am instantaneously, oh, I feel better, and all my troubles are just melting away. about that. In about 15 to 20 minutes, if I'm not being sick from dumping from whatever I've eaten, I realized very quickly that whatever was bothering me is right back, because those things don't go away just because I have something delicious to eat. Just like when I was 500 pounds, I had to continuously find something to eat in order to occupy my mind from the life that I was living, from the miserable existence that I had, from the pain that I was living in. I learned at a very young age that food was not only a reward, because in my house, food could be a reward for us. That everything in life is better by food, because in the South, baby, we celebrate like food. We go to your aunt's house and we have all these parties, and everybody's, sweet tea is your damn life's blood. Like, you learn really quickly that everything in life is better when you have food. And we didn't have no vegetable trays at my aunt's house. Like, there wasn't no healthy option. There was no vegan option. Do you know what would have happened if I looked at my aunt and been like, so, do you have any, I don't know, like carb-free food? You have anything without gluten? You'd be like, get out. Get out. I don't even know what gluten is. Get out. You know what I'm saying? So, like, back in the day, my day, well, I'm still living in it, I suppose, there was no, options. There's no vegetarian options. There was cake, there was pie, there was nanner pudding, there was hamburgers and hot dogs and bread and chips galore and dip and whatever else you could possibly want. There was always options. But in the South, being big's all right, because a lot of us were big. So, some of us bigger than others, but still a little weight on you ain't too bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, a little bit of weight on you wasn't that big a deal. So I learned unhealthy habits and unhealthy coping mechanisms at a very, very young age. I don't like to blame my childhood or circumstances on why I got as big as I did, because I was 35 years old when I had surgery. Now, from the time I left North Carolina, which is where I'm from, if you couldn't tell, the time I left North Carolina, I was almost 20 years old when I went to Job Corps. I was 19, almost 20th. So from 20 years old until 35, which is, I usually don't math on this channel, but I'm gonna try here. That's a good 15 years, yeah. So for those 15 years, I can't blame anything that happened in my childhood because I'm not living it. I wasn't living that experience anymore. I was on my own. I was living by myself, or I was in Job Corps, and I continued to eat. I continued to put the food in my mouth. I continued to live that unhealthy behavior. I continued to do it, and I continued to get bigger. By the time I was out of Job Corps, I was 400 pounds. And it wasn't soon after that I was good. I was on my way to 500. And had I not got my life together, had I not found reason for living, had I not decided that I wasn't going to take no for an answer, somebody was going to help me. Somewhere, somehow, someone was going to help me. I would be dead now. I've told you guys that before. I would not be sitting here doing this. I would not be talking to you about this because I would be dead. And that is a hard, harsh reality. And I don't know how many of you are faced with death, because a lot of people were like, oh yeah, I was dying at like 300 pounds. I'm not dying at 300 pounds. Like, I'm 300 pounds and I did 18 minutes on the elliptical yesterday. And after that, I did like 16 minutes on something else. Like, I'm not dying. I'm uncomfortable. I don't feel good, but I'm not dying. I was dying at 500 pounds. I was dying. I was planning my funeral. I was wondering how my husband would pay for it. I was trying to push my husband away because I didn't want him to have to bury me. That is what was going through my mind. So the easy way out for me was to continue to eat and to continue to have the unhealthy habits and just finish it all. That's the easiest way. Because I could sit at my computer and I could eat whatever I wanted to with no real thought behind it, with no guilt, with, I would just eat. I would just, I would make the big pitchers of sweet tea and, water. Who the fuck drinks water? What is water? What? Isn't that the stuff I make my sweet tea with? Huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would buy cases of RC Cola or cases of like the Sam's Club stuff, and I would have I'd knock a couple sodas back, throughout the day. Didn't even have to think about it. People, now I can get up. Let's pretend this is my phone. Now I can scroll through Amazon. I can scroll through, wish.com. I could scroll through all these places and say, oh yeah, I want this, and I want this, and I want this, and I want this, and I want this. Oh, okay. So we're going to pay with this, and it'll be here in 2 days. Oh, and if you have a warehouse, or you're getting it from a grocery store like Safeway or Rayleigh's or these places, Walmart now has it, where they deliver to your house, you don't even have to leave your house to get garbage. You can have it delivered to your front door. Safeway would bring it into my house, unpack it to make sure I got everything on the list. So I didn't even have to unpack my own food. It was easy. That is the easiest way out. Weight loss surgery is hard. It is a hard choice. And yes, I have a hickey. So why didn't they be addressing that hickey? Yes, okay, there it is. Yes. My husband likes to suck my neck, okay? All right, there. Said it. No, let's move on. So I don't even have to leave my house to get trash from Amazon, and no one would know about it. Why? Because I'm home. I'm the one who answers the door. I'm the one who gets in, all the boxes, and I could buy whatever I want and hide it and eat it when my family's not here. That's how easy it is. That is how easy it is. I don't want that life. That's not the life I'm destined to have. That's not the life I want for myself. And the easiest way out is not the best way out. Weight loss surgery is hard. It is hard to continue afterwards. It is hard to maintain. It is hard to make yourself do the things that you know you're supposed to. That's the hardness of it. Because yes, I have a tool. I still have a pouch. It doesn't work as well as some, but I still have it. And, I still have to decide not to have, an entire package of, chips. I still have to decide not to have, 6 cupcakes. I still have to decide not to, eat an entire bowl of chili with salsa and everything else on it. I still have to make those decisions. That is the hard way. I hope this sinks into some of you guys, because the easy way out, which is what I've been getting a lot of, in the back of my head when I read comments and stuff, the easy way out, that's not the way out that I want. I don't want to die. I want to live. I want to have the life that I feel like I deserve, and I'm going to work for it. And it is not easy, and it is painful, and it sometimes it's miserable, and sometimes I fall the fuck apart a lot. Actually, I fall apart a lot, and life just keeps piling stuff on top of me, and piling stuff on top of me, and I've got to move, and I'm trying to get my revision, and I still got to lose weight, and of course this shit going on, and Matthew is leaving, and I'm like, let's just eat, let's just that is not the person I'm destined to be, and I choose that. Nobody else can choose it for me. Nobody can hold my hand and make me do anything. I have to decide. I decide what I eat for breakfast. I decide what I eat for lunch. I decide what I have for snack. I decide if I go to the gym. I decide. And that is what I wanted to come on here today. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday. I get to go see the Phantom of the Opera tomorrow. It was my birthday. This is not my birthday. This was I get to go to Broadway tomorrow, so you guys will see some of that. I love you, beautiful, gorgeous, amazing faces. It was a present for my birthday, and I'll talk to you very, 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 very soon.